What's up, everybody? This is from the Depths Collectables, and let's get into this week's toy haul. So let's start off with the small stuff this week with this 3 3/4 inch AT-ST driver. Now this AT-ST driver is pretty cool because it's part of that vintage collection that they have coming out, and this is the newest wave, which is the Return of the Jedi ones. And this art back looks great. You know me, when it comes to 3 3/4 inch, if the hardbacks look great, I'm gonna pick it up. So the other two that are in the wave are a Princess Leia, which is a Battle on Endor Princess Leia, and an Ewok named Papalu. I think I'm getting that right. I'm not too sure, guys. I'm really bad at pronouncing Ewok names, so if I got it wrong, let me know down in the comments. So this week in wrestling, guys, I picked up this Rey Mysterio from the top picks of the WWE Elites. And I'm pretty happy about this one, guys, because Rey Mysterio is one of my favorite wrestlers. I know I say that all the time when I pick up these things, but I have a lot of favorite wrestlers, guys. I watched that stuff religiously as a kid. So Rey Mysterio is one of my favorites because he did bring the whole, masked wrestler, lucha libre style to the mainstream with, his introduction into the WWE. And it's very cool to get his figure. I missed out on all the other ones that they came out with because I wasn't collecting at that time. So it's very cool to pick up this figure and get it in my collection. So this week in McFarlane Toy goodness, guys, I finally found the Death Metal Batman that I was looking for. This Death Metal Batman is part of that Dark Father wave, and I wanted this one more than the regular one because I prefer the guitar over the scythe. And I was just waiting to get this one, guys. I couldn't for the life of me find it in the stores. I was always finding that weird Danzig, Superman and that Crow Robin. I could never find, the Wonder Woman or the Batman. And this week I had to make a decision on either, the Wonder Woman or the Batman. So I went ahead and got Batman because I do have the Bat Cycle, the ones with the bones of the bat and everything on it. So I want to do a little photo shoot or something with that. And this one looks way better than the one with the scythe in my opinion because the guitar is awesome. So a little bit of a surprise at my local Walmart this week, they actually had the display for the Masters of the Universe Revelations figures. Now these figures look amazing, guys. I have to admit I'm super impressed by these figures. I had a tough decision trying to figure out which one I wanted because they did have a lot of the He-Mans, a lot of the Mossmans, and a lot of the Skeletors, but they didn't have any of the Evelyns. I'm not sure why. She might be a popular character within this line, but I'll keep an eye out. Maybe I'll find her in the next coming weeks or so. But I'm very happy with getting this He-Man figure because I do have the Battle Cat that, released earlier in the month at Target. And, these figures look great, guys, like I was saying. The show looks amazing. The animation looks great. The animation is done by the same people who did the Castlevania series for Netflix. And I have to admit, they did a good job on that stuff, guys. So hopefully the show lives up to the hype and we get more figures in this line. So I actually found something at my local Walgreens, which is crazy because Walgreens has been lacking in the toy department lately. I came across this Thundercracker from the Zoteki Transformers diorama set. Now this is a pretty cool figure, guys. I don't know anything about these, diorama sets, but I have seen them, in Targets here and there. But I did not know there was a Chase variant. I walked into this Walgreens and there it was, just sitting right on the shelf looking me right in the face. So I had to get it. I might give it to my brother because he is the Transformers guy. Like I said, I'm more of a Beast Wars type of dude. So, if he likes it, he'll go ahead and, gets to keep it. If not, then I might just go ahead and sell it. Alrighty, guys, time for the grand finale, which is my music pickups for this week. Now, I picked up 2 great albums from 2 great artists. One which is going to replace the one that I already have that's all beat up and stuff. And it gives me a reason to talk about this. My MF Doom ring. Now, my girlfriend got this for me, and I'm very happy to get it, guys, because I'm a huge MF Doom fan, and this ring is awesome. I always wanted one and really didn't know where to get one. So to be surprised by this is awesome. I love her for this. So the album that I'm talking about, guys, is Doom's Born Like This. Now this album holds a special place in my heart, guys, because during high school, I was listening to MF Doom a lot and never really thought that he would release another single album, another, solo album. And, when he did, I was all over it, guys. I was up to date with every type of news, interviews, song leaks, anything and everything that came out about this album, I was all over it. So when it came out, I got it on CD, and later on during Christmas, I got it for a Christmas present on record. And that record, guys, has been played out, man. It's in rough condition because, you know, it's been through a lot, it's been played a lot, and I really wanted to get a replacement for it, and I'm so happy about getting this one. Now, I put this order in during February, guys. That's how long I had to wait for this thing. I barely got it like a week ago, you know? So I'm very happy to get this thing in my collection to replace the old one. And Doom, RIP, man. You know, I miss him every single day because, you know, he was the guy that I always listened to all the time. I listen to him to this day, and I will forever listen to him. MF Doom forever. Alrighty, guys, last but not least is the Czarface record, Czar Noir. Now, this record is a Record Store Day exclusive and a very unique one at that. Now, not only is it a record, it is a full color comic book inside. You know, how many artists do you know that have a full color comic book in their record sleeves? You know, Esoteric is a big comic fan, and you know, it's very obvious by the looks of Czarface and the whole aesthetic of the group. You know, even to the cover of this album. I'm pretty sure a lot of you comic book heads out there know exactly where he got this comic book pose from. And if you don't, it's Spider-Man when he had the black symbiote suit. You know, it was the first one from Secret Wars, which is pretty cool, and I like that, and you know, I had to get this thing in my collection. This record is very unique because what you do is you play the record and you read the comic book at the same time. It kind of gives you a soundtrack to the story, and it's a very unique way to interact with hip-hop. That's the haul for this week, guys. It was another great haul and another great hunt. So, did you go out to Record Store Day and pick up anything? Or did you pick up any new figures out there? Let me know down in the comments down below. So with that being said, guys, if you haven't already, like this video, comment down in the comment section because that does help us get out into the algorithm and stuff. You know, the interactions and stuff help our videos to get out there so more eyes can see them. And subscribe to the channel because we are trying to reach our way up to that 300 subscriber mark so we can do our next giveaway. Remember, guys, I'm from the Depths Collectables, and I'll see you guys next time.